Gordon, you were to leave this place alone. Selina, what are you doing helping Two-Face?
He took Isis, my cat.
What is this? I need to get in front of a camera so I can execute Bullock.
You gave up our courthouses in order to execute one officer? Riddler, you can have Bullock.
If you weren't being protected by Penguin, I'd blow your head off.
Who says I'm the one being protected, Mr. Dent?
Isis!
And I imagine you still want Harvey Bullock. You'll play my little game if you want to save him. Your first riddle is, where can a scientist obtain an ace in the hole?
Sounds like you could use a hand now.
While Enigma's distracting the Bat, get that warehouse near Daggett Industries. It'll make up for Two-Face losing the courthouses.
A sound strategy, Mr. Cobblepot. We're taking the warehouse.
So, where can a scientist find an ace in the hole?
The clue's in the question, Selina.
Ah, I see. Ace Chemicals.
Exactly.
We've searched the whole building. No sign of Riddler.
Took you long enough to find the control room? What are you playing at, Riddler? I'll ask the questions here, Dark Knight. For example, if you answer this one correctly, you'll prolong poor Harvey Bullock's life by a half hour or so. Every night, I'm told what to do, and each morning I do what I'm told, but I still don't escape your scold.
Sounds like my cat.
I have it. It's an alarm clock. That was just a warm-up. I have 2 more locations for you to go through, and if by some miracle Bullock is still alive at that point, then I'll give you my location. Why are you doing this? Bullock was Two-Face's hostage. Now he's my hostage. But to answer your question, I am the smartest man in Gotham, and I've had enough of people doubting that. So I will prove it when you fail to solve one of my problems and it costs Bullock his life.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
I didn't ask you, Catwoman. Now, what flies when it's born, lies when it's alive, and runs when it's dead? A snowflake. The old Snowflake Corner Club.
Those are Bane's guys. We should follow.
Two of these doors lead to death. Pick the right door, or meet your end.
Which one?
Pick the right door, or meet your end.
The right door. Why don't we try the door on the right?
It just might work. The control room. You were right. That is cheating! But I don't suppose it makes any difference now. Let's quit being stationary. For the third location, answer me this. What comes once in a minute, twice in a moment, but never in 1,000 years? I'll bet I've finally beaten you, Batman! The letter M. And given your mention of the word stationary, I'd wager the third location is the subway's M-Line station. Gordon, why didn't you use the cops to take the courthouses? You just used the Bat family. Clancy, most of the officers here can't be trusted anymore. You're not giving them enough credit. Sure, there's some bad apples, but... Wait. Is there something you know that I don't? Commissioner, Chief, thought you should know that Bane's been spotted near Daggett Industries.
Secure the warehouse. I'll handle this. I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting.
Bane.
And you must be the first Robin. And there's the last. beautiful. If I broke the Batman, what makes you think you two could stand a chance?
What could he possibly have planned this time?
Well, it's simple, really. If you don't make it across the tracks alive, I put Bullock out of his misery. What's the catch? That's for me to know and you to find out, Dark Knight.
Does anything look off about the train tracks to you?
There are some pressure panels on the tracks. I wonder what happens if...
I guess that answers my question. We just have to get across and avoid the pressure panels then.
I don't believe it. Well, you can't figure this one out. When my wheel stops turning, my sight shuts down and I'm blind. What am I? Blind. You're the Gotham City amusement park. When the Ferris wheel stops, the park closes and lights go off, rendering the sight blind. Fine! Fine! Get over here and answer my final riddle.
It's a lot of fun, messing with him like this.
Penguin, the warehouse is ours, and the police are here.
Get out of there then. You can't possibly beat them.
You don't know me that well, Mr. Cobblepot.
You guys alright?
Yeah, I think so. Bane's in there.
We've got him surrounded. He isn't going anywhere.
You!
What? Who is it, Bane? Bane? Bane!
Bane's mask.
Nightwing?
Batman. Bane was just killed.
What happened?
The warehouse exploded. Everyone inside was incinerated. We found Bane's mask.
It was probably one of Bane's so-called allies. It could be any of the four. Bane was one of the biggest threats, so it would make sense for them to get rid of him. I'm about to confront Riddler now. It might have been him. Finally! Took you long enough. It's over, Riddler. Not at all. I haven't proven my superiority yet. This game is ridiculous. Bane is dead. Were you the one who did it? What? Bane? Nope. If you're telling the truth, I'd wager it was one of the other three. Or maybe Bane did it himself. Bane wouldn't have killed himself, and you know it. Forget about Bane, because there's something far more important going on here. Me beating you once and for all. Let this stop. Bats, if you get me out of this, I will stop berating you all the time. Shut up, Bullock. Now, Batman, are you ready for your riddle? Right. Well, I can fly but have no wings. I can cry but I have no eyes. Wherever I go, darkness follows me. What am I?
A cloud.
What? That's... You weren't even a factor, Catwoman. How could you be able to beat me? No, that's not possible. It's Batman. Batman was my only obstacle, right? Enough, Riddler. You're going back to Arkham. I don't think so!
What can I say, Eddie? Looks like the smartest man in Gotham is a woman.
I don't believe this! It might not be today, Batman, but I will prove my intellectual superiority over you! Do you smell smoke?
I do smell something.
Bane's gone. And now, Edward Nigma. Your angel of death awaits. It can't be. Andrea? No!
Well, thanks for helping me get ISIS. I'm glad I was able to pay you back. I'll be on my way, Bruce.
Who killed him? A phantasm. You mean that vigilante who killed Commissioner Loeb all those years ago? That's who it was.